and close the casket. Thinking he a rapper, we gon' turn him to an actress. I don't ever start shit, but I ain't finna panic. If something don't add up, I just start subtracting. We ain't finna fold, we just keep adapting. I be on that Paulie shit, see, I just be reacting.
What's up, it's your boy Paulie. Welcome back to the channel. You can tell by the title exactly what we getting into today. You can tell by the title, this is L.O.U, Franny L, for Sean, Dre Taylor, Kria McKenzie, and Dexter. Excuse me? Alright, so, wait. Alright, the only issue I'm having is I talked to L.O.U. If you don't know what L.O.U stands for, it stands for loyalty over umbrellas. No. Stands for... Oh, I do remember. Wow, I forgot, then I remembered. And I was really just joking, but I actually did forget. But no, I remember now. It stands for... Oh, wait, what does it stand for? Oh, it stands for Let's Obliterate. It stands for Let's Obliterate the Universe. So, yeah, that's L.O.U. It's an acronym, stands for Let's Obliterate. Okay, I already said it. Probably cut that part out. The only issue I'm having right now is L.O.U. I talked to L.O.U the other day, and he was a W man. You know, feel me? He definitely called the play right. It was like, yo, Paulie, it's a bunch of artists on this John right here. He didn't say John. He's from New York. I don't know if people from New York say John, but it's a Delaware Philly thing. He was like, yo, bro, you know, I go first, such and such goes second, such and such goes third, such and such on the hook, and then somebody else is doing ad-libs, which I'm going to tell you who that is momentarily. But I see right here where it says Dexter, which that person is not on the list. So I don't know what's going on. But let me do a clean run of saying the intro, of like saying who's on the song and the name of the song, and then we'll go from there. So you can tell by the title, this is L.O.U, Franny L, for Sean, Dre Taylor, Kria McKenzie, and Dexter. I just bit my tongue. That actually really, really hurt. And Dexter. Hopefully I'm not butchering that, which I probably am. I'm probably genuinely butchering that name. And the name of this song is called Rain Before Sunshine, produced by Big O. And minus L.O.U and Franny L, we have a bunch of brand new artists on our channel. Now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to tell y'all who's going first, second, third. I'm going to give y'all the whole rundown, and we're going to get into this drum, and we're going to see what it's hitting for. All right, so first is L.O.U. He has the first verse. Second verse is for Sean. Third verse is Dre Taylor. Franny L's on the hook, just like last time. If you haven't checked out my reaction to L.O.U featuring Franny L, The Call, I will leave that in the pinned comment. Please make sure you check that out. Fire track. I was rocking with it heavy. So yeah, Franny L on the hook, and then Kria McKenzie is in the background doing some ad-libs. I'm not going to lie to you. I have high expectations for this track right here, just being as though recently I reacted to, again, L.O.U featuring Franny L, The Call. And that was a very quality-based song. Quality-based, I don't even know if that sounds right. It was a song of quality. Oh, my God. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It was a very well-put-together song. Instrumental was on the beam. Shout out to Big O. He also produced that one right there that I'm talking about, and this as well. See, I'm just going to ramble. We're it's probably 12 minutes in of me saying nothing. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm kind of thrown off by this one person that's on here, but I'm not going to harp on it too much. If you enjoy this video, at the end of the video, please go down into the pinned comment. I will leave this original video down below. I'll also leave the reaction that I did to The Call. I already said that. I don't know why I would say it again, but I said it again. It is what it is. Shout out to Real Rap Family. It is on their YouTube channel. They are at 10K right now. I'm not sure why I'm telling y'all their subscriber count, but, you know, grinding up a YouTube channel is not easy. We know that from this channel right here. So I want to shout out to them. I will leave, well, if I leave these videos down below for you to check out, it will take you to their channel. So I'm just really rambling. This is the first video I've done in a very long time. Not a very long time, but like a week, 2 weeks. I don't know. So yeah, we're going to get into it. We're going to see what it's hitting for. All right, y'all. We're going to see what it's hitting for.
I'm a student of the game, now I gotta teach it. Built my castle from the corn so nobody can breach it. Don't shake my hand, no, cause energy's sacred. And it's through intercourse I peep if the enemy's faking. I had to correct my bond game for the listeners, cause lyricism is water, that means it's truly in us. Switch flows like a river current. Headshot you on your shit if you ask me to be a feature for it. I don't need aggression, so I'm polite with the beat. Listen to him, he can bless you through the mic when he speaks. Them Rome's garage days came a long way. God bless me with this life to have something to say. Maturity is growth, just cause the beat.
Okay, so Lou on the first verse, he going in, he's setting the tone. Then we got the ad-lib. You hear that background, like the double up with the melodic sound on it? That has to be Krea McKenzie. Okay. Instrumental, I hear xylophones. Like it's a lot going on, but listen, nothing's getting away of each. It's a lot going on, but nothing is getting in the way of each other. Like one is not more than the other. That harmonic sound, is that the word I'm trying to think? That melodic sound meshes really well as Lou is rapping. I'm only 47 seconds in. Let me not oversell it. I want to run it back, but I'm not. I'm gonna just let it play.
Nice, that don't mean that your rhymes go toe to toe with it. Kinks in your armor shows a bit. Perfecting your craft is hip hop's Pandora's box, and I opened it. Drug addict accessory under my living room table. Took it to school, didn't know no better. Mom's gonna spank you. On my clothes, you can smell the real. I wonder just how many people know how it feels. I can never doubt the process,
cause I know. Freddie L, what up?
It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Now remember, the clouds can cover the sun for so long. It's gonna rain before sunshine.
I'm not the disciple, I'm the seafood. No mulligan shot, I don't need a redo. Dilated, I'm just expanding with my people. Compensated, I demanded so many zeros. Not your hero, it's your highness and nothing below. Tongue is a weapon, I just fire and then reload. Son of rapper, I inspired, they calling me ho. Giving game, they busy trying to find a cheat code. I had enough of it, y'all don't know what he up against. Sucker niggas, these stuck up bitches, the government. Steady hustling while you wondering where your ducats went. And you can bet your bottom dollar that we up again. It's a new season and the whole crew's eating. Claiming you won't smoke, don't say it unless you mean it. Could turn a dime to a dollar, he's a true genius. A piece of dirt into a diamond, now you do. Beaming in an act, cool, leaning.
I can never doubt the process, cause I know it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Now remember, the clouds can cover the sun for so long. It's gonna rain before sunshine. 8-ball corner pocket. Game is game, but ain't no regs to none of this shit. It ain't no refs to proper stop it. I'm in this bitch, my mind spoken like a trending topic. Taught to stay away from bops who hop around me for the optics. We was up from our low, we the rise and rival, ho, we still scarred. I clench a fist at how you slow approach me eyeballs. Speaking from the bleachers sound like commentators. Drive Kobe Bean by the league. Bitch, I'm a dominated, looking like it. A couple stone throws from cooking like it. Respect it if you speak what I'm about or I'll take your license. Blue stayed around our hairs. We never trust polices. Ghosts from our past on the same path as the poltergeist is. You may not never call me GOAT, but you gon' quote me like it. My high's the highest. In reflection, it was no surprises. Looking at how I'm moving this on winning speed. The brick I brought to build the cornerstone in this assembly on God. I can never doubt the process, cause I know it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain. Now remember, the clouds can cover the sun for so long. It's gonna rain before sunshine.
Ask God when he's stopping the pain. Even when the skies were gray, rain is gone. Ask God when he's stopping the pain. Rain is gone. Pain is gone. Even when the skies were gray, must chase the dark clouds away.
I love the fact that this is motivational sort of music. It has a meaningful message. Here I am going to say a bunch of M stuff now. This is a motivating, methodical. Okay, Paulie, stop. cut that part out. But yeah, I love the fact that this has a motivational message. It's called Rain Before Sunshine. We know that saying, most people probably know that saying that, you got to go through the rain to get to the sunshine. And also, when there's sunshine, you got to remember that there's always a chance of rain. So it's just, showing the good and sometimes the bad, but just knowing that after that rain, after that hard time, that tough time, that the sun will always shine again. I try to tell my kids that. Like, hey, y'all, I know this is a rough patch right here, but it is going to get better. I think our society as a whole struggles with that. And I think that's why certain rates of people taking them some. And I think that's a big issue within the community. And that's why you have a lot of people taking themselves out of here earlier than they originally may have planned to be here. If you catch my drift, they're taking themselves out because that rain, or let me rephrase, they're not being taught that rain is what builds character. And sometimes you have to go through the worst things of your entire life to get to the best places of your entire life. You feel me? It's the same with a caterpillar going into the cocoon and then becoming a butterfly. Imagine if in that cocoon, they're in the worst pain, the worst, they're all squeezed up. They can't move. They can't do anything. They just had to be in there for a certain amount of time. That could easily be, and I don't know this. I'm never been a caterpillar that I can remember. Maybe in past lives I was, but I do have a very heavy connection with butterflies. So maybe that has something to do with it. But, that could be some of the worst conditions, of that species, of that insect's life. But then them coming out of it and being a totally different creature. They're able to fly now. They're able to just do stuff they could never do before. And imagine if that caterpillar, say all caterpillars went into the chrysalises, or those cocoons. I think they're called chrysalises. And they just said, you know what? I can't take this. I'm just going to die in this chrysalis. I'm not going to even attempt to make it to the next part, not knowing that the next part is one of the most beautiful things of its entire life. So, again, let me try to land that plane. I feel like that Rain Before Sunshine, if we can teach our community, I'm not just talking about like my community, one type of community. If we're teaching, even better, if we can teach the next generation that you're going to have hard times, you're going to have rain before the sunshine, there is going to be storms, tough times build character. I feel like people wouldn't take themselves out at the rate that they do. And listen, people go through some rough stuff, some stuff that's like, I don't know how I would get through that. So I'm just talking right here, and I haven't had a tough time in a while. And, knock on wood, I pray that, I don't have any anytime soon. But, I just feel like that's something that can be taught, and it will help a lot of people, and that was a whole ramble train. I consider this kind of music frequency changing music. Somebody could be going through a really tough time, a really bad day, and this will literally change their frequency. This will change their mood. They could have been feeling a totally different way, and then this comes on, and they're able to, now again, get that motivation. Get that get up and go to keep going. They might be going through the rain and they're able to get to that sunshine, even if it's just a little bit. It might not fully pull them out of their situation, but it's just something to help people keep going. And it's a fire track too. So if you're not going through something, you can still be like, okay. It's not situational to where it's like, okay, if you're not going through this, you can't relate. It's like, nah, like this is still a joint where I could bop my head. So it's like, oh, play that, put that joint on. Rain Before Sunshine. You feel me? Shout out to Big O. This is a classic hip hop production. Sticking with that boom bap. It has a very soulful vibe to it. It was a lot going on with the instrumental, but it meshed perfectly with what the artist had going on. You can tell, and I could be wrong, but you could tell that the instrumental is crafted for the artist. I don't feel like this is like Big O pulled up and was like, yo, I got all these. And he might just have just a variety of stuff. And then the artist could have, weaved their own style into it. But I just feel like everything moved in so much tandem to where it's like, nah, I feel like they created this, maybe not all at once, but it was definitely some in-depth talk on how they wanted this to come together. Because think about it. It's rapping. It's 3 verses. It's melodic sounds in the background, but then that instrumental is doing a lot. And for all those layers to be piled on top of each other, nothing felt like it was like tripling, fumbling, and stumbling over it. You know, nothing felt like, you know, it was all smushed together. Flowed very well. Let's talk about the first verse with L.O.U. Very comfortable delivery from him. And I could tell that he's the kind of artist that's just how he rocks. That's how he gives it up. He's going to be real comfortable on the track. But I mean, comfortability just comes from being a veteran artist. You know, some new artists can come in and be very comfortable. Sometimes it comes off as cocky and arrogant. But in reality, I just think it's some artists just know what they can do. And, you know, it comes off a certain way in the music. For him, again, it comes off very comfortable. He knows what he can do well, and he just does it. It's effortless, honestly. He's weaving bars together. He's talking his talk. You feel me? It's spot on. It's not too much to say about it. I will say this. He set the tone. He set the bar very, very high for the other two artists. I say other two artists. We know Franny L is on the hook, which is very important. I'm going to get to that in a minute. But, yeah, L.O.U, he set the bar high for Dre Taylor and for Sean, who, you know, I give it to them. They really did their thing. I personally think, I don't care if it's a motivational track or what it is, but if you get rappers all on the same track, they're trying to take each other's head off. It just is what it is. I don't know if they're all from New York, but listen, L.O.U is from New York. I already know how y'all give it up. You was trying to take their head off, and you first? Oh yeah, you like, nah, I'm gonna walk on this joint. He did exactly that. But guess what? The other two artists, they didn't fumble. They didn't have like lackluster verses either. So that's why I said I feel like they purposely put this together in a way. It would be almost impossible for them to just have like thrown this together and said, yeah, we'll just do this. No, it had to be planned. It had to. But again, when you get artists that have been doing this for a long time, you kind of know each other's sound maybe, and you can put it together. So me not being an artist, I might be like, nah, they had to like sit down and map this whole thing out. And then come to find out they were just like, boop, 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 boop. You know, because some artists just mesh well together, and it's like magic when it comes together. You know, it was well put together. I don't want to oversell any of this, but it was very well put together. Can't be mad at that. One thing that stood out is you could tell that for Sean, I don't know how old he is. So he could be an older, like somebody could, I mean, I'm 33. Somebody could look at me. Well, I'm not 33. I'm 34. I consider myself having an old soul. So you could tell that he has like an old soul, even if he is older. Or even better, he has like very wise. You could tell that what he's putting together, how he's designing his raps, he's doing it in a manner of somebody who's been around the block. He has knowledge of things. He's not just like putting things together. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I'll call it just wise spirited. You can hear it. And maybe that's just because of the topic of the track. I'm not sure, but you know, he definitely brings that energy. And then he tops it all off with a very smooth flow. So, like I said, we're not comparing, but L.O.U pulls up, sets the tone for Sean. He right at him like, listen, I'm going to do this my way. Because they don't sound alike. It's not like, you know, they copycatting off each other. They sound distinctively different. But, listen, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. That segues right into Dre Taylor. Dre Taylor has more of a straightforward, steady flow, which pairs very well with the instrumental. And then he tops it all off with a very, very authentic sound. And that's something that's hard to come by. You know, you can sound fire. You can sound like, oh yeah, this is a good track. You can sound a bunch of different ways, but to sound authentic, that means something. That, you know, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. You can tell they're veteran artists though. That authenticity, they all have it. But his stood out even more. It was something extra that I can't really place my finger on it, but I would actually love to tap in with all these artists to see what else they got going on. Is this a fluke? Is this like maybe you showed out because you're on a track with this person and you wanted to, you know, step your game up or something like that? That's probably not the case, but it could be. So I would love to tap into these artists' catalogs and see what else they have going on, to see if this is just like a new thing or they've been doing this. So yeah. But yeah, Dre Taylor, very authentic sound. I love that. I think it's fire. It meshed, again, very well with this entire thing. Kree McKenzie with them ad-libs, with that melodic sound in the background. I don't know how or why y'all decided to do that, but it worked. It worked. I would love to hear her flat out singing a hook, or, you know, I would like to hear more from her for sure. And that's exactly what these are for. Because when artists send me their music, it's not all the time where I say, wow, I definitely want to hear more. Now, I have a run where artists will send me stuff, and it's like, I'm constantly like, yo, I want to hear what else they got going on. I might even go to another track right then and there. But if you can get me to say, yo, I want to tap in and listen to more of your stuff, that says a lot, because I'm not the type of person that just randomly goes through people's catalogs unless I feel like it's worth my time. And I can say every artist here, except for Dex Terror, because I'm still not sure what's going on. I'm very confused. I heard 3 verses. Of course, we heard the hook. We heard the ad-libs. I'm not sure where Dex Terror fits into this. So I would love some insight on that at some point. But yeah, let me go back to what I was saying. Kree McKenzie, I don't know exactly what I was saying, but I will say this. I would love to hear more from her. She definitely put it all together. That is a very, very risky thing y'all did. And this is just one song, so it's okay to be experimental and things like that. And maybe you've done this before and you know it works. But for me, I'm not super versed with having, you know, somebody else just do that background singing. You would think if anybody was going to do it, it could have easily been Franny L. Speaking of Franny L, that hook brought it all together. Listen, it brought it all together. Without that hook, let's be clear. The verses was on a beam. I give each verse. I don't want to rate it. Could I rate it? I could rate it. We'll have to hear it again. Off first listen up. Okay, off first listen. I could do that. First listen. L.O.U, and I could be biased because I heard his other track too, so I've heard more stuff from him. I'm giving it an 8.5. Solid 8.5. I'm giving, for Sean's verse, 8. Drake Taylor, I'm going to give it an 8. 2 8s and an 8.5. And again, that could be biased. But 8 is high. So, but yeah, let's not get it twisted. Franny L with the hook brought it all together. This track wouldn't be what it is right here if that hook wasn't what it was. It would have just been 3 dudes in a cypher, basically. It would have just been a cypher, which is cool. I rock with cyphers heavy. You know, that's the essence of hip-hop right there. Whoa, I don't know what. I was like losing my breath as I was talking. I mean, I have absolutely nothing against cyphers, but to transform this from a cypher to a song, that hook did exactly what it was supposed to do. Very replayable. It's actually stuck in my head right now. I don't know the exact words, so it's like kind of like just the tune of it. Okay, wow. Paulie cut that part out. Fire. This is a very replayable track. Is this playlist worthy, though? For my personal playlist, is this playlist worthy? I'm not sure. I'll have to run it back and see which. We got time to run it back. Why not? All right, yeah. Shout out to all these artists. Shout out to Big O on the production. We're going to run it back for the vibes real quick, and then we probably just going to end it. I think I said all that I could possibly say, and hopefully I didn't fumble and mumble all over it, which I probably did, but it is what it is. Let's run it back for the vibes.
I'm a student of the game, now I gotta teach it. Built my castle from the corn so nobody can breach it. Don't shake my hand, no, cause energy's sacred. And it's through intercourse I peep if the enemy's faking. I had to correct my bond game for the listeners, cause lyricism is water, that means it's truly in us. Switch flows like a river current. Headshot you on your shit if you ask me to be a feature for it. I don't need aggression, so I'm polite with the beat. Listen to him, he can bless you through the mic when he speaks.
Listen, y'all, a lot of times I'll hear a fire bar, and I mean, you'll see my facial expression, but sometimes I want to stop it. But the issue with the way my brain works is if I haven't heard a song a lot of times, I'll hear something fire, and I'll pause it, and I want to say it, like, oh, yo, he just said, but then I can't remember what he said because I'm still new to the song. So I'll forget it. That's why sometimes I don't stop it. But I'll be hearing the bars and it be some fire joints. And then there's some joints that go smooth over my head where it's like, yo, how did he not hear that? And I'll be in editing. I tell y'all this all the time, but I'll be in editing and I'm like, yo, how did I not hear that? And I'll be reacting in like real time, but there's no camera on. And I'm like, yo, what did he just say? So that is a gift and a curse of blind reacting. So the gift is if you catch it right on cam, and the curse obviously is if you don't. Paulie, just play it.
What it's like to have something to say. Maturity is growth. Just cause the beat is nice, that don't mean that your rhymes go toe to toe with it. Kinks in your armor shows a bit. Perfecting your craft is hip hop's Pandora's box, and I opened it. Drug addict accessory under my living room table. Took it to school, didn't know no better. Mom's gonna spank you. On my clothes, you can smell the real. I wonder just how many people know how it feels.
So I can never doubt the process, cause I know it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. Now remember, the clouds can cover the sun for so long. It's gonna rain before sunshine.
I'm not the disciple, I'm the seafood. No mulligan shot, I don't need a redo. Dilated, I'm just expanding with my people. Compensated, I demanded so many zeros. Not your hero, it's your highness and nothing below. Tongue is a weapon, I just fire and then reload. Son of rapper, I inspired, then call him me-ho. Giving game, they busy trying to find a cheat code. I had enough of it, y'all don't know what he up against. Sucker niggas, these sucker bitches, the government. Steady hustling while you wondering where your ducats went. And you can bet your bottom dollar that we up again. It's a new season and the whole crew's eating. Claiming you won't smoke, don't say it unless you mean it. Can turn a dime to a dollar, he's a true genius. A piece of dirt into a diamond, now you do. Beaming in an act, cool, leaning.
I can never doubt the process, cause I know it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. Now remember, the clouds can cover the sun for so long. It's gonna rain before sunshine.
8-ball corner pocket. Game is game, but ain't no regs and none of this shit.
Yeah,
Ain't no
go
regs
ahead.
to props.
That little detail, like I said, it's already a lot going on. 8-ball corner pocket. You can hear it. That made it sound like it was a gun, but you can hear the pool stick hitting the pool ball. Like, come on. It's the little attention to details that mean a lot.
Sunshine. 8-ball corner pocket. Game is game, but ain't no regs to none of this shit. It ain't no reps to proper stop it. I'm in this bitch, my mind spoken like a trending topic. Taught to stay away from bops who hop around me for the optics. We was up from our L.O.U to rise and rival, ho, we still scarred. I clench a fist at how you slow approach me eyeballs. Speaking from the bleachers sound like commentators. Drive Kobe Bean by the league. Bitch, I'm a dominator, looking like it.
Listen.
A couple stone throws from cooking like it. Respect it if you speak what I'm about, or I'll take your license. Blue stayed around our hairs. We never trust polices. Ghosts from our past on the same path as the poltergeist is. You may not never call me GOAT, but you gon' quote me like it. My high's the highest. In reflection, it was no surprises. Looking at how I'm moving this on winning speed. The brick I brought to build the cornerstone in this assembly on God.
I'll be honest, I'll keep it all the way a beam. 8-5 on the verse. Who's third? For Sean's sake, Dre Taylor. 8-5 on the pushing a 9. Low key, that ending, the way he switched his flow up in the end, that's a high 8-5. Yeah. Wow.
It's gonna rain, it's gonna rain.
This hook, put it together. This would not be the same track without that hook. It's perfectly placed. And then this right here, the mixing.
Even when the skies were gray, rain is gone. Sky when he's stopping the pain. Rain is gone. Pain is gone. Even when the skies were gray, must chase the dark clouds away.
I did this. This is the essence of hip hop. This is what I've been asking my city and my state to do. If you don't know, I'm from Delaware. I've been asking them, like, yo, listen, we need these type joints where you pilot 4 and 5 people on a track. This is the only way to get back to the essence of hip hop. It's the only way. And it's some of the best music you can make. Because no matter what, the competition is going to be there. I'm not a rapper, I'm not a singer, I'm not an artist, but I know I've been around enough of them to where it's like, I'm not going to let you just smoke me on this track. I'm just not. You know, so you can hear it. You know, it just really comes down to it just makes for better music. It's not going to be beef over it. Oh, I'm going to be better than you, or I'm going to fight you. Like it's not that. It's just that competition element makes better music. L.O.U is not going to put just an okay verse on here. He's going to make sure that he has a very sharp verse because he knows there's 2 other lyricists on the track. That makes perfect sense. If you don't want to rap, if you don't want to be that kind of rapper, then you probably shouldn't rap. You know, you want your verse to be the best verse on any song that you got your name on. You feel me? That you got your lyrics on. And you could tell that, you know, they all produce very high level verses. Originally, L.O.U's verse was my favorite. Dre Taylor, after listening to it just a second time, I feel like I don't want to say better, but as far as my favorite, I like Dre Taylor's verse even better now. Fashawn's was just a very solid verse. It was perfect for where it was placed too. It's crazy. Like, if it was placed in the beginning, I'd be like, he didn't really set the tone. So L.O.U held it down for his verse. Fashawn was perfect for exactly where it was placed. Now that Dre Taylor, I don't even think so. That Dre Taylor couldn't have went first. It was put together. Y'all did right. Because guess what? If Dre Taylor was going first, he might have wrote something totally different. Might not even have been what he had here. You know, you go third, it's like, okay, boom. Or he could have wrote it how it was, and they might have said, hey, let's put it third. It fits well here. I don't know. Maybe I should just get in the studio with them and see their creative process, and then I don't have to guess. That's what we'll do. So, L.O.U, I'm going to tap in. Next time I'm in New York, I'm actually probably be honest with you. I'm never going to be in New York because y'all gun laws are absolutely atrocious. So, I take that back. We can meet in another studio, but not in New York. I'm saying that like Delaware gun laws are not also trash. They didn't used to be. They used to be very good. They're just more recently trash. But that's neither here nor there. Let me know what y'all think in the comments section. Is this a banger or y'all rocking with it? Is this something that you would put on your personal playlist? Let me know. If you want to check this out on your own, please go down into that pinned comment and this will be here so you can check it out. You don't have to go clicking somewhere far away and say, oh, Paulie, what was the name of it again? I can't remember. No, just go down to that pinned comment. It will be right there. As well as, if I can find all their socials, I'll try my best to put it in the pinned comment. But if I can't, I do apologize. But yeah, if you can, go show it some love. Go to the comment section. Tell them Paulie sent you. I'm actually momentarily going to put flames in the chat not chat, but I'm going to put flames in the comment section. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to end it here. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel. If you can hype this video, hype it to help push it in the algorithm so more people can see it. More videos on the way. I love y'all so much. See y'all next time.
I went silent for a year, had to face my fears. Pain in my chest, rub away with them tears. Ain't Hollywood, I'm still right here. I'm still right here. I was down bad when no one to check on me. Run through them Hollywood, no one to check me. Had to fall back cause the love felt phony. Smile on your face, but they vibe be corny. I gave my heart to the wrong ones, loyalty fault, but I was all